Who knew? Slob on my knob, corn on my cob. Check in with me and do your job. Lay on the bed and give me head. Don't have to ask, don't have to beg. Juicy is my name, sex is my game. Let's call the boys, let's run a train. Squeeze on my nuts, lick on my butt. Natural curly hair, please no one touch. First find a mate, second find a place.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Marisa Star One, and we are back with another day of what? Freaking Reactmas. Yeah, be on the lookout for the 7K giveaway, because if you have not heard, honey, we hit 7K subscribers. We did it. We did it, Joe. We did it. But we're not here to talk about that on today, child. On today, I'm going to hit y'all with a reaction and commentary, but I'm also going to hit y'all with a little bit of knowledge, literature. We're going to get into some facts, because the people will lead you to believe that actions and decisions and whatever an adult decides to do does not impact their children, and that is not the case. The case is that y'all don't care how these things impact your children. So call a spade a spade. Just say you don't care. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Liv's life specifically. How many times Olivia K. Johnson, the K is for Karen, how many times Olivia K. has torn her drawers with me? I'm running out of fingers and toes, okay? She's been tearing her drawers with me for about a couple years now, specifically since last year. I'm just sad, y'all. I'm just sad for these children. It is the holiday season. They trying their damnedest to live their best life, but it's like she's just not happy and content if everybody else is happy, because she's not happy within herself. So she feels like she needs to drag everybody else down, including her own kids. And that's one thing about people with personality disorders. They will take everybody else down with them. That's why you have to eliminate these type of people from your lives, unless they're going to get help on a consistent basis, unless they're going to prioritize their mental health and well-being. Yeah, these are not the type of people that you can keep in your lives. Stop trying to save people. Stop trying to overlook things, because now you're in a situation, specifically Gerard, now you're in a situation where you done had 3 whole human beings by somebody who has been exhibiting these types of behaviors, has been exhibiting this type of mental instability, emotional instability. The girl was trying to remove herself from the earthly realm, child, more than once. This is not somebody that should be responsible or left with a minor. The emotions, the mental health, it's not stable. It is not stable. But what can we do now? She's been a parent for 9-10 years at this point, and yeah, what's done is done. Had the nerve to spin the block and bring another innocent human being into her chaos. But again, what's done is done. Yeah, so let's get into this live that Olivia K hopped up here, probably in the middle of the night, child, knowing her, okay. She pressed the live button. Let's get into some of what she was saying.
Moisture with shea butter. Your nails? I'm sorry, I can't help it, you guys. Okay, anyway. So you guys, I'm thinking of getting a new car. What kind of car should I get? I kind of want like a car. Like I want a car. I don't really want another SUV.
Olivia, are we going to get into the fact that you owe your children 10 stacks? Are we going to get into the fact that you owe them people in Florida over $4,000, probably more than that once they tally up all the damages and cleanup costs? Are we gonna get into the fact that, child, honey, let's go back to the fact that you owe your kids 10 stacks. Where are you talking about getting a car?
Your handsome body. Okay, girl. Yeah, I know shea butter is good for your hair too.
Not your hair,
You about to
girl.
get some gum now? Girl, get some gum. Get a Nissan Pathfinder. Okay, Rosie. I don't want that. I don't like Nissans. Get a Kia. I do like the Kia Tellurides. I do like those. But that's I want a car. I really want to get another Mercedes. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I really do.
So we're gonna sit here and pretend that Olivia K can actually afford to get a decent car. Like, weren't you just saying that the box was in your it was in your lifestyle, it was in your budget, that's why you have it, and you sacrificed, and that was the whole point of you having that vehicle in the first place. Now you're up here talking about you want another Benz, the same Benz that you could not afford to go ahead and pay off. Can we make this make sense? Okay, but we're gonna fast forward past the car talk because, girl, please, you're broke, bitch. Come on now.
What's your car? Hell no. Won't be me. I was thinking BMW. The BMWs are kind of cute.
I don't know if she's trying to like get some type of reaction out of people sitting here discussing things that are not in your price bracket. It's giving strong mommy Chrissy. That's what it's giving. Like, girl, you bitches are broke. Okay, we're well aware that you bitches are broke, even though you have platforms that could possibly yield you hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. You bitches are still broke because y'all are just poor in spirit, poor in mindset, and poor in morals.
I don't know. But anyway, I want to talk to you guys about moving. I think I'm going to be moving here soon. So if I do, I heard the Mercedes is very expensive. Look, Mercedes are very good cars. They're like fucking bomb-ass cars, okay? Like, they're really, really good cars. They run good, girl. They good-ass cars. But the thing about it is, if something does go wrong, oh my goodness, these make my husband so big. If something does happen to them, it is a lot to fix. It's more than fixing a Toyota or a Honda. It is. Especially the electric system. So yeah. Well, I already have a truck, y'all. That's the thing. I already have my truck outside. So yeah. But as far as like for me to move around, to bob and weave, you feel me? I just need me something. And yeah. A Buick SUV. I almost got a Buick SUV before moving. I thought you liked your new place. I didn't make a bottle. I'm standing here. I do like it. I like this place. I don't know.
So yes, this possessor is up here basically saying that she is going to move away from her children yet again. So you mean to tell me that you did of all of that to move from Florida to Texas, you said because you could not stand being away from your children, just to turn around and disappoint your kids by having to tell them that you are moving out of Texas because they're not important enough to keep you down there so you can be a consistent, regular part of their childhoods. So you mean to tell me you led your children to believe that they were so important to you that you were willing to move, liquidate everything, leave everything behind in Florida to come be near them, just to turn around and say, oh, no, not really. Bye. Bitch, are you serious? Can you imagine, and not you, Olivia K, because we know you don't care about anybody but yourself. Can you imagine, my audience, the impact that that would have on the mental state of children? My mom doesn't care enough to be near me. Something else is more important than her being here for us. Something else is more important than her coming to our game. Something else is more important than her putting her pride aside to co-parent with our custodial figure, our dad. It's a million and one things that are seemingly more important than us, and she has proved it yet again. See, we thought we were first because she moved down here to be with us, but then she turns around and say, oh, psych, your mind, your booty shine. Like, are you serious? But these are the type of people that say, oh, my kids come first. My kids come first. I'm all about the kids. My kids come first. When you say first, do you mean like number one? Because that's what first means. Before anything else, yeah. There is no space before number one.
The Hyundai is good. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. Ooh, the Infinities. I do like Infinities. Infinities are nice. I also really like Lexus. Maybe like a Lexus SUV the next time I get an SUV.
Maybe not, girl. We good.
Are you staying in Texas? I don't think so, y'all. I think I'm just gonna do Christmas here, and then I'm gonna move.
Who on earth, who in their right mind, who that is mentally and emotionally stable would continue to sign leases, enter into agreements, have responsibilities, and just jump up and renege on them? Like, girl, your crazy is showing, and you done got to the point where you don't even care that your crazy is showing. Everybody can see that you're mentally unstable, and you don't even care. My next question is, Stella, bring them boots to the front. Stella, you really gonna sit up here and help your daughter once again move and hop around? You really not gonna tell your grown daughter to stick it out and be there for her children? Now, you see, a part of what it is Olivia don't want to be raising Zolo's baby. She really needs to have her mother near her in order for her to be able to live her life and thought and bop and pretend like she don't have no responsibilities. That's what's really pulling her. It ain't the fact that, oh, this, that, and the third, because I know you didn't move down to Texas thinking that you was going to come down there and run shit. Girl, that wasn't happening when you was in Florida. So if that was your MO, girl, that was stupid. Very dumb, very slow. Yeah. Olivia needs Stella around to raise that damn baby. Because as we can see, girl, the baby don't even too much care for you. The baby is constantly crying. You got the baby's sleep pattern and habits all throwed and skewed off. Y'all be up in the middle of the night. Why would the baby be up in the middle of the night? The baby is about 9 months old now. At that stage of development, they have a eating pattern. Like, it's about time for the child to be sleeping through the night. This is not no newborn baby. If he has a full stomach, Diaper is clean and dry. He can easily sleep through the middle of the night, or at least the majority of the night. He might wake up early, but if you handle your business as a parent, there's no reason that you and the baby should be up at 3 o'clock in the morning, unless the baby has some type of illness or something. Something ain't right. Baby got some heartburn or something. There's no reason for the baby to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. What are you over there doing?
Just because it's too much, you know? I'm not going to live my life like this. It's just too much.
You're not going to live your life having to follow the court order, because that's all that's been going on. Gerard has been making you do what the court said you're supposed to do. Nothing more and nothing less. So what do you mean live your life like that? You mean by rules and regulations? Oh, yes, bitch, you are. That's the whole point. Yes, bitch, you are. That's why you don't have shit going on for yourself, because you tried to rebel. You've been rebelling since you were a child. Your mother has allowed you. Now you out here in the real world. And girl, yes, you are going to follow rules and regulations, or you're going to suffer the consequences. Your life is in shambles, Olivia K. Johnson. In the case for Karen, your life is in shambles. You don't have a Pinty or a Pinto. Girl, your life is a mess. So yes, either you're going to follow rules and regulations, or you're going to continue to be in shambles. Hello, duh. So you're mad because their dad is enforcing boundaries and holding you accountable to what the court order says? Then bitch, you should have never brought your sorry, disgusting ass to the Lone Star State. Bitch, you should have stayed in Florida, and hopefully the next hurricane would have just blew your ass away, and everybody could wash their hands of the entire situation, get some counseling, and move on with their life. But no, here you come all the way to Texas just to get your kids' hopes up that maybe, just maybe, they were important to you. But now, oh, no, got to go. Got some thought and biting to do. No. And if I was Gerard, I would, child, I'll file paperwork on your ass so fast. We need to be back in front of a judge ASAP. The bitch is demonstrating that she is not stable. She has moved 3 or 4 times in the past 365 days. She is leaving a trail of debt behind her. She is not paying this child support, but steady online, trying to floss in front like she got all the money, but not paying this child support. Girl, they need to lock your ass up. It ain't like you at nobody's job anyway. It ain't like you contribute to society anyway. They need to throw your ass in jail. Maybe that's the reality check. Maybe they'll force some pills down your throat, make you see a counselor, and do whatever you need to do to get squared away. They need to lock this bitch up. Because I can't imagine somebody who is grown with 4 children walking around talking about they just gonna do what they want to do. Not be accountable for anything or to anyone. Bitch, where? See, that's why you could have never had a stable, responsible black mother. Girl, you could never. Because one thing about it and 2 things for sure, black grandmas don't play about their motherfucking grandkids, bitch. You doing what? You got the baby out here doing what? You was at the gas station on live with my grandson in the back in the cold crying. Give me my grandbaby. Give me my grandson. But see, you don't have those checks and balances. Stella, girl, I don't know if you suffering from crack guilt because you were out doing whatever while Olivia was a child and you could not provide her stability, love, and nurturing. Y'all just brought this bitch into the world and just set her free to terrorize the rest of the society and communities. I don't understand this. If I was Gerard, bitch, you would, if you break my kid's heart, bitch, you will not see my children again. Period. Bitch, we will wash our hands of you, girl. We will be done. There's no way you can be comfortable doing your kids like this. Playing with their emotions like this. How could you really look yourself in the mirror and say, oh, I'm a mother, I'm the mother, I'm the mother? No. And then you move down here. Now we got to go back to putting the kids on airplanes and people flying. No. Nope. No. It wouldn't work for me. Bitch, I spend every last dime to my name to make sure you don't see my kids no more. You're not going to keep jerking them around. You're not going to keep doing them like this. It'll take them a couple years to probably get you out of their system and get accustomed to not having a mom. But honestly, I'd rather have an absent parent than an inconsistent, unstable, psychotic, wishy-washy parent that keeps jerking these damn kids around and teaching them that chaos is the norm. It is not. I would not accept that for my kids, and I do not blame Gerard if he pushes you completely and totally out of the picture, bitch, because nobody's going to spend the rest of these children's childhood having to go through all the drama and shenanigans that these people have been going through with your irrelevant ass. You don't do shit anyway. You're not doing no hair. You're not buying no clothes. You're not showing up to games. You're not helping with no homework. You're not making sure the kids are going to school. You weren't feeding them nutritious meals. You weren't cooking. You weren't cleaning. Girl, you weren't doing shit. You pushed them out your hoo-ha, and that was the end. So if that makes you a mother, then yeah, I guess you a mother. But girl, anybody could be a mother. Anything could be a mother if it got the proper equipment. But what did you do for your kids since they've been alive? What advocating do you do for your kids? What do you do for your kids to make sure they're adjusted to all these transitions that they had to go through as a result of your shenanigans? Nothing, because you don't give a fuck. You don't care. So we don't want to see you coming up here hooping and hollering about what your kids are going through, and this kid is crying and that kid is crying. You are trifling. You are disgusting. You're a joke. You are a joke. And the fact that your mama allows you to walk around being Bozo the Clown, like, it's giving 3 ring. The whole situation is a circus. And you claim you love your sister so much. Do your sister know that you a fucking joke? Do she know that you don't need to be alone with an infant? Why your sister ain't take the baby for you and raise the baby? They know damn well that baby ain't got no dad that cares about him, that can support him. And then they have you, the crazy, unstable mother. How you think that's going to look when y'all go back to court? Oh, once again, you don't care. I told y'all Olivia ain't want them kids back. She just don't want Gerard to have the kids and possibly have a chance to be happy. Olivia was never worried about them kids. Like I said, I remember the girl laying in the bed with the cover pulled up to her nose, a la Jasmine Dukes. And she said, I'm going to just let the kids, he can have the kids. Like, he can have the kids. Girl, you better hope I never find that video. He can have the kids. Like, I give up. He can have the kids. And you supposed to be focusing on you and going to school and bettering yourself. You can't commit or stick to nothing, bitch. You are crazy in the head, and nobody cares enough to get you some help. Sad. Pathetic.
Lexus is Toyota, yes, I know. Hi, Chelsea. Listen. Yeah, Lexuses are cute. They're real cute. They're real cute. What time is it? I gotta leave at 6. Yeah, but we'll get into that later, y'all. I'll talk about that more when the time comes. But yeah, I just have an opportunity to go somewhere else, and that's what I'm gonna do. But I do want to talk to you guys about those nails. Oh gosh, I swear. The cat hair Yes, girl. Nikki, I'm going through so much. Like, so much. Just to, like, even be a part of their life, like, I have to go through so much.
So your solution is to distance yourself from the entire situation. Bitch, you sound a fool. You're dumb. Instead of just getting a lawyer and fighting for your so-called rights. Dumb. You're stupid. Very flawed logic.
But we don't talk about that right now. I don't want to talk about that.
So why you come up here talking about it, ho? Let's see what these comments saying.
I do want to talk about one thing, though.
Why are you moving? I thought you liked your new place. I support you, Liv. Do what's best for you, girl. Lady Hutch, you are an enabling asshole. I think you should say, don't let them run you. You run it. You are the queen and the mother at the end of the day. Y'all just be lying. I'm so proud of you for trying. And one thing the kids will know is that you move hell and back for them. How did she move hell and back? All she did was come and start a bunch of chaos and then dipped out. Huh? Y'all are delusional. Nikki said, no, don't leave the kids in Texas. Exactly. Exactly. But you claim you gonna get your kids back. How you gonna get your kids back from somewhere else? You was down there with the kids, so you gonna leave the kids instead of staying and fighting. And then if you decide to move somewhere else, then you'll have your kids to take with you. But bitch, you know you're not getting them goddamn kids back because you know you're not right. Never been right. You always been left, ho. And then she sitting there pretending like she talking to a man. Girl, no man worth his weight in anything, cotton balls, bitch, would ever be bothered with the likes of a bitch that can't even keep her own goddamn kids. What man you know? A real man with a woman that can nurture, honey. That's the whole point of being feminine and being a woman. Nurture, loving, caring. And you mean to tell me a real man gonna want to talk to somebody who couldn't even nurture and love and care for their own kids? Bitch, never. Never, not ever. Okay? So you never have a chance at being with no real man because you're not a real woman. Say what you want about the gender roles and the blah, 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 and the whatever modern day, hoot-de-hoot, whatever. I don't believe in none of that shit. I believe that we had Adam and Eve, if you choose to believe in the Bible. The Bible is basic instructions for living or something like that, they said. So be it fictitious, be it reality, it's still a reason that we had man and we had woman. It's still a reason that men have testosterone and women have estrogen. Like, it's still reasons for how we were put on this earth. And if you're a woman who has children, if you're a biological mother and you can't even nurture and provide and put your children first, you are the scum of the earth, bitch. You are not a woman. You are a female. You're a bitch with a vagina and a womb. That's it and that's all. Period. Disgusting. Anywho, let's get into the knowledge, y'all. Because, like I said, these women will have you believe that as long as their kids are alive and they eat every now and then, that any decisions or things they decide to do are not detrimental to the kids. But we know this to be a lie. You bitches is liars. And the truth ain't in y'all. Let's get into the conceptual framework of the effects of instability on children and the supportive role of parenting in the home environment. Economic instability, family instability, residential instability, childcare and school instability, employment instability. And then you have parenting and home environment. And then you have the child just smack in the middle. The children are always in the middle. Why does instability matter? The bitches would ask. You would think this would be common sense, but clearly it's not. So let's get into why it matters. Children thrive in stable and nurturing environments where they have a routine and generally know what to expect from their daily lives. Although some change in children's lives is normal and anticipated, sudden and dramatic disruptions can be extremely stressful and affect children's feelings of security. Within the context of supportive relationships with adults who act as a buffer against any negative effects of instability, children learn how to cope with adversity, adapt to their surroundings, and regulate their emotions. Unbuffered stress, however, that escalates to extreme levels can be detrimental to children's mental health and cognitive functioning. So you got this crazy asshole here, okay, the one that likes to hold knives to her wrist. Yeah, that crazy asshole who will have you believe that bringing men in and out do not impact her children because nothing happened to them, quote unquote, finger quotes, air quotes, and it's okay that I move back and forth. Well, hell, they here, they're eating, they're breathing, so obviously they're okay. And then you got the serial breeder. Oh, it doesn't matter how many different men I bring around my kids, or it's okay for me to move a whole strangler with 1,000,001 mugshots in with my kids, even though I didn't even know him. It's okay for me to bring POF men in the house around my kids. It's okay for me to move from state to state, from city to city, from house to house every 6 to 9 months. It is all good, long as they're eating and they're breathing. You hoes are volunteering to put these children in these precarious situations and then say, oh, it's all good. I'm a good mother. I'm a mother. My children come first. When? It's the trauma for me. It's the unnecessary stress for me, all because the parents refuse to get it the fuck together. Now I want y'all to do me a favor. Those of y'all who grew up, because I know I got people that subscribe to me and watch my videos, because y'all have commented before, that grew up with parents who provided an unstable lifestyle. I need y'all to chime in, y'all. We might have to do a panel discussion. We might have to do some call-ins one day. I need y'all to chime in and let these sorry, sour pussy ass hoes know how that negatively impacted your attachment styles, your ability to go forward, your ability to make decisions, your ability to be stable now that you're an adult. And just how it impacted you in general. How you viewed your parents. How you viewed your childhood. Did it deprive you of any scenarios, situations, opportunities, etc.? I need y'all to chime in. Anywho. Let's get into some more facts. Economic instability. The experience of economic instability causes increased material hardship, particularly when families lack personal assets. Low family income negatively affects children's social, emotional, cognitive, and academic outcomes, even after controlling for parental characteristics. Children's cognitive development during early childhood is most sensitive to the experience of low family income. Literature on the effects of economic instability on child development is limited, though there are bodies of literature on economic instability and on the relationship between poverty and child development. So, what do you think it feels like and looks like when a child is woken up one day to find that once again they have to move and leave all of their worldly possessions behind because their mother once again decided that she was not going to be fiscally, financially responsible and pay the bills? What do you think that looks and feels like when they find out once again that they have gotten accustomed to a certain group of friends? But, oh, no, well, can't afford this house no more. Let's pick up and go. Family instability is linked to problem behaviors and some academic difficulties, even at early ages. Children's problem behaviors further increase with multiple changes in family structure. Family transitions that occur early in children's development prior to age 6 and in adolescence appear to have the strongest effects. While young children need constant caregivers with whom they can form secure attachments, adolescents need parental support, role models, and continuity of residence in schools to succeed. Children demonstrate more negative behaviors when they lack the emotional and material support at home that they need to smoothly handle a family transition. So what do you think it feels like to a child for them to have to look at 1,000,001 different damn father figures that come and go and come and go and come and go and come and go as mom sees fit because she got an itch that needs to be scratched? She don't want to be a single mother, even though she chose a lifestyle that is very much a history and pattern of being a single parent. Children that are being bounced around. What role models are they even able to have? Because what relationships can they even establish? Not being somewhere longer than a couple years. Not being in a house longer than a few months. You hoes disgust me. Okay? And I mean that from the gut. Children experiencing residential instability demonstrate worse academic and social outcomes such as weaker vocabulary skills. Okay? Weaker vocabulary skills, honey. Weaker vocabulary skills. Now, I'm saying this repeatedly for a reason because I've seen it on this here platform. From bitches that come up here and say they a strong mommy. So if you such a strong mommy, if you see your kids had a deficit in speech and vocabulary, why didn't you get your strong ass up and address the issues instead of getting mad at the school because they told you that your kids needed special interventions, Miss Strong? Where's the strength? Because one thing about it and two things for sure, I love my child from the rooter to the tutor, from the beginning to the end. So whatever he needs as far as his development or anything that could be a positive influence, he will have. Okay? It's called being an advocate for your children. Problem behaviors, grade retention. I said grade retention because who has the children that are having to repeat grades because the mother didn't give enough of a damn to make sure that the kids had stability in their lives, to make sure the kids were where they needed to be as far as their benchmark and their milestones in school were concerned? Because there's a mommy in the sector who had children that were held back. So I have questions. Do you have answers? Higher high school dropout rates and lower adult educational attainment than their residentially stable peers. Academically, elementary school children appear to be the most sensitive to residential change, as compared to younger non-school age children and adolescents, but residential instability is related to poor social development across age groups. How can you develop socially when you're never consistently in one particular place? Home and neighborhood quality may mediate the effect of residential instability on children as housing moves lead to changes in children's environments. Now, I can sit here and read these facts until I'm blue in the face. Do y'all think these bitches give a damn? Honey, do you think? Because they don't. And they won't. Because it's all about the them. Okay? The them. So there's 1,000,001 factors into instability. School mobility. School mobility has been linked to a decrease in children's academic performance, particularly when it occurs in the middle of the school year. But do the bitches give a damn? No, they do not. Low-income children and minorities transfer schools more often than their higher-income and non-minority peers, and some evidence suggests that they experience more negative consequences of school mobility than other children. But do the bitches give a damn? No. Your children are already statistics. Why not give them every opportunity to be able to overcome the adversity that, for the majority, besides their skin color and their ages, pretty much everything else you decided for them. So you put a lot of these roadblocks in your children's way, and as opposed to you giving them a leg up to be able to overcome these hurdles, bitch, you continually put more hurdles. Well, we gonna move every 6 months. Well, I'm gonna move from here to there. I'm gonna be in and out your life. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. We gonna get evicted. I'm gonna not have money. I'm gonna take a job overnight and leave y'all home alone. I'm gonna move a strangler in. I'm gonna bring Zola over here. Oh no, maybe Brandon. Well, no, maybe this dark skinned man. Well, y'all bitches are sad. Pathetic excuses for mothers. I'm the mother. Oh, I'm strong mama. You hoes is pathetic. And I mean that in the most disrespectful way possible, bitch. You hoes are pathetic. It takes because here's what the hoes will say in the comments, the cousins in the loyalty gang. Oh, nobody's perfect. Where on earth does it take perfection for you to do the bare minimum, like keep a roof over your kids' heads? Be present in their life. Like, where does that take perfection? These hoes can't even do the bare minimum talk about perfection. Pathetic. Let's get into the role of parenting and parental mental health among unstable families. Instability often indirectly affects children by first affecting the well-being of their parents. Instability can lead to poor maternal mental health, negative parenting, and lower quality home environments. But this is the lifestyle that y'all choose on a consistent basis. It wasn't enough that you had 3 kids and you were undergoing a divorce. No. Let me go ahead and get pregnant by somebody I barely know and bring yet another child, knowing that my mental health is already suffering. So I'm going to go through the whole shebang of the pregnancy, push it out the baby, postpartum hormone shifts. I'm going to do all of this anyway, knowing that I already wanted to slit my wrist. I was already stressed out. I already had more than I could reasonably process. But let me go ahead and have a baby. Unstable homes frequently lack the emotional and material resources that children need for healthy development. For parents who effectively cope with difficult transitions, positive parenting can buffer children from the negative effects of instability. But these hoes, they can't effectively cope with their own decision making, let alone be the buffer for the damn kids. Now, let me bring something else to the people's attention. Because I done got irritated, y'all. If it wasn't so cold, I would be sweating under my collar. Because I'm up here in the pool pit, honey. It is hot. And I am running and jumping around. Do you hear me? Because I'm tired. I'm tired on behalf of y'all's kids. Why strangers care more about y'all's kids than y'all do? That's what I can't figure out. Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah, we're probably going to move every year. Yeah, Yeah, I'm going to move from state to state. I mean, my kids are in Texas, but hell, to hell with them. To hell with them. Like, ain't that the whole point? These so-called parent channels, mommy channels, family this, family that. Yo, but, ciao. Let's get into this video real quick. Because I kind of breezed on past it. But Houston, I had a problem. So this is the video where the strong mom That one, the cereal breeder, cereal baby mama. The strong mom was over there restocking the pantry, right? Now it sounds like a simple video. But did this hoe come up here and try to brainstorm ways that she could keep her kids from eating the snacks? Like, are you serious, girl? You got 8.5 kids in your house, and you gonna get upset because the snacks go faster than what you can keep them up with, let alone the fact that you don't provide healthy options for the most part. It's just a whole bunch of BS. That was the oddest thing to me. The fact that you came out here and said that, especially with your history of having locks on the refrigerator and locks on the pantry. Now you up here trying to get your subscribers to help you brainstorm ways that you can make the snacks go further. Ain't no way. You should have thought of that before you had all these goddamn kids.
I'm gonna go get something else. I will say that I have had like a doorknob lock on my pantries in the past.
Hold on.
Love that type of stuff. Or like the cup noodles and things like that. Just a ton of things for the kids to come and help themselves.
Now, girl, you with the wig leg, because the video we watched yesterday, oh, I just didn't get around to doing their hair and blah, blah, blah. This is why Chrissy don't want to show her kids. Chrissy knows she piss poor. Chrissy know her kids gonna get the bottom of the barrel. Chrissy knows it's all about Chrissy, 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 Chrissy. I need you to start a new channel that's the Chrissy Show. All about Chrissy. 24/7 Chrissy. Like something of that sort. Okay? Chrissy's world. Chrissy's life. Whatever you hoes be doing these days, I need you to start a channel, something of that sort. Because the strong mommy thing, girl, we off that.
To and kind of just do their own thing. I will say though that I will probably have to either get a lock for this thing or a pin code or I don't know, do something or just monitor them because you know how kids are.
You mean watch your kids? You mean watch your kids? Is that what you're saying?
They will come and try to ransack the whole thing and just get a whole bunch of different snacks and eat 2 bites of one thing and be like, I don't want this anymore. I'm going to go get something else. I will say that I have had like a doorknob lock on my pantries in the past. And it was more hassle than I felt like it was worth because I ended up getting up a million times and going to get snacks out of there anyway.
So why not just provide snacks at different intervals? Why not just provide a food and snack schedule then? If it's that big of a deal to you. If it's that much of a hassle that your kids are going in the cabinet and getting snacks, why not just provide a snack time in the evenings? Most of the time, your kids at school eating off the damn tax dollars anyway. So for the few occasions that they're there at snack time, why not just provide a scheduled snack time? Why not just lay out the snacks for the day? You doing all this for an aesthetic, then up here talking about what solutions do you have to lock up the snacks? What in the hell? What in the hell? I have never... Y'all ever been to y'all grandma's house and the damn snacks was locked up? This is not a thing where I'm from. But then again, I was raised by Southern people. And they ain't have more kids than they can afford to provide for. So we ate up all the snacks and bitch, we went to the store and got some more. What?
Or just giving the key out to one of the kids like, go get what you need and then lock it and bring it back. So I don't know, maybe that still will work good. But if you guys have any suggestions on how to monitor the kids and make sure that they don't.
Here's a suggestion. Monitor the kids. You're the adult with your children. What do you mean? Any suggestions on how to monitor them? Monitor them. If you were present like that and not just leaving them to their own devices, you don't have to worry about things like this. This is dumb.
Exact the snacks, put them down in the comments below because we're gonna need some ideas because I want to have this there for them. But if I'm in my office or if I'm in my room or if I'm...
Honey, while you have kids under a certain age in the house with you, you can't be locked in a room by yourself and the kids be left to their own devices. This is the whole point.
Doing something and I'm not available, they're just gonna go and get a billion things anyway. So we'll figure it out, y'all. Okay, that's why we're the strong fam, because we're gonna work together as a family and figure it out for the benefit of the baby.
Girl, it's
okay?
the Addams family. I ain't never heard of nothing like
that.
This is
a really cute idea, and I have, I.
Where are the child deprivation police, the junk food police, the processed food police? Okay, so Sweet Caramel _1 said, give them snacks on a time schedule, locked up just before lunch and dinner. But as far as fruits and veggies, let them have at it. Girl, how she gonna let them have fruits and veggies where ain't none in the damn video? Chips, noodles, a bunch of chip-like things, crackers, like fruit snacks. Girl, where's the apples and oranges just sitting on the table? That's the whole point. Give them each one their own bin of snacks, and when it's gone, it's gone. Now, see, I can agree with that versus, oh, I'm going to put a lock on the pantry. Girl, what? You going to put a lock on the pantry and then be unavailable? That's dumb. That's very slow. I'm a mother of 9. Oh, Lord. This is what I'm saying. These birds of a feather, y'all be wondering what type of women look up to. It's women that's just like them. There are people out here in society like this. Hide your kids, hide your wives. Okay? Healthy snacks. But Chrissy don't want to take the time to sit there and make healthy snacks for all them goddamn kids. I recommend putting a camera near the cabinet, child. What in the concentration camp are you talking about, Casey? What? That's a bit extreme. What? Ooh, wee. So if y'all have multiple children and y'all have found some type of way to organize the snacks, child, because my thing is, I'm not going to have more people in the house than I can reasonably afford to accommodate. So this is like, I don't know. I ain't never heard of this. This was never a thing in my family. I promise you that. This was never a thing in my family. Never. Maybe if the kids were overweight or something, but Chrissy, you only got one kid that's chunky, and that's the one that don't live with you. My rule was ask first because kids will waste snacks. Child, she don't want to be bothered. She just said that. I lock my pantry. That's crazy. Y'all, like, you could put an alarm on it. Is y'all out here putting alarms on your refrigerator and your pantry and things? Now I can see maybe putting like a childproof lock on your refrigerator because you have young kids, but I can't see putting a lock on the pantry when you got older kids. Somebody said, do you and your hubby want to have more kids? Hubby? Somebody said you must be new. There is literally 7 different fathers. Island Baby said, shock face. Child. When you have that many kids, you cannot afford to play a passive role in your own household. You cannot be locked up in the office. You need to be having snack time. You need to be giving out the snacks, child. A mess. Put a camera there. Lord. Everything besides actually watch your own damn kids. A fool. This was a fool. So these are the type of things that play into child being a serial baby mama. This is the Baby Mama Chronicles, as y'all can see. Olivia has decided that she's going to attempt to devastate her kids yet again. She don't care. Look, I was here for a good time, not a long time. Now I'm gone. I can't agree with that. I have no respect for people like that who can't prioritize their children, but decide to continue to have them. I could see if you had one and you said, oh, this ain't really for me. I'm going to get this one to 18, and then I'm going to do me. that's a whole different story. But once they here, you don't have the option to just say, oh, well, throw my hands up in the air. I'm going to just do what I want to do, and they can get in where they fit in. You bitches is pathetic. Period.